Is your child due to go on a trip where they are staying away from home, either with school or with a club? I know I'm in that position because my 10-year-old William is due to go on a school trip for 4 nights from next week. So in this video, we're going to do a pack with me for everything he's going to need for his outward bound adventure. I am Ree from mummyof4.com. If you're new around here, welcome. We like a bit of organisation on this channel, so I'm going to be using this printable, which you can grab from my Ultimate Mum Bundle. It is totally free to get your hands on. Just use the link down in the description and you will join my email club and get access to all this printable plus loads and loads more printables to help you get organised in your mum life. So the first thing we're going to do is make a big old mess. We're going to pull out all of the things that I've been gathering over the last few weeks for his trip. If you've been here before, you'll know I love a basket. I've got baskets all over my house where I've been putting little bits and pieces in, ready to pack for him, mostly stacked in his room, to be honest. So I'm going to bring them all in here, chuck everything all over the bed, all over the floor, make a big old mess, and then start working our way through this list so that we can get him packed and ready to go. So here we have all of the stuff dumped. I'm now going to try and sort through it all because it is very much a disorganised selection of things I have collected, and go through my list point by point, see what I've already got here and see what I still need to locate before we actually pack. So as you can see from the list, and like I said, this is available to download. We're starting off with clothing items, most of which I believe is here, and then down through toiletries, and then some extra bits they're going to need because it is a residential trip and they will be sleeping there. Okay, I think we're making a good start. I have split things into what he can wear on the day. I always like to put whatever we're going to wear when we're traveling, and William will be travelling without us, but that outfit aside, just so it doesn't get either A, packed or B, worn, and there's no stress or fuss on the day. I've got some base layer t-shirts, a long sleeve t-shirt. It might be May, but you know, British weather. And then another kind of top thing. He has got another zip up plainish hoodie, so I need to locate that. And then I have got 3 pairs of joggers. I know for like residential things where they're doing outward bounds, like muddy assault course type things, jeans are not ideal because they just hold the water a little bit and they keep them kind of damp. But equally, these jeans have just sort of got holes in them. So if he's doing something that is not especially, soggy, he could put those on as a backup option. If all the other joggers are mucky, because let's face it, they've got holes in them, they're good for nothing but recycling anyway, so they may as well go, and if he doesn't bring them back, so be it. I have got a basket of pants, socks, PJs. I need to check through all of this stuff that it has all got name labels on it. So these are some of Dylan's old ones. I'm showing you these, not William's, because William's have actually got my phone number on them. It's so sensible when you are ordering labels to put your phone number on your child's items. I can't tell you how many things we've had back that we wouldn't have had otherwise because the phone number's been on them. Basically, these stickers, they stick on either the care labels of clothes or onto, plastic surfaces, things like lunch boxes, and they're dishwasher safe and machine washable after 24 hours. They are fantastic. I put them on all of the children's clothes. It's so sensible to add your phone number onto your children's items of clothing because not only are you more likely to get things back, but also if, heaven forbid, you actually lose your child at some stage, and I'm not talking about on this residential trip now, I'm just talking about generally, you've always got your phone number on their person in generally quite a few places, on their shoes and their hoodies, things like that. So can't recommend these highly enough. I'll link them below. So I need to go through, make sure all this lot is labelled, even down to PJs and things. And then we will start packing things into this big squishy bag. Now I've got this specially for William's residential trip. The girls can use it then when they go on their trips. He can use it on subsequent trips because, a couple of reasons really, we've got really nice cases when we go away as a family, and chances are this will come back smelling like a pond. I know when Dylan used to go on residential trips when he was in primary school, they kind of don't wash as much as you might like them to, and then they fall in rivers and things, and then they put all the doggy disgusting stuff in, and the cases come back a bit pongy. So I did just pick this up from Amazon. It was not expensive at all, and it can be dedicated for residential trips, for school trips. So the other reason is they've quite specifically asked for like squishy bags, not hard cases, because there's limited space in like the dormitory things that they're staying in and on the bus. So these squishy bags are what the school specifically asked for. So I'm assuming that's sort of quite general for outward bound holidays and trips, for school trips. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be packing things into. I normally pack with packing cubes, but I'm tempted because, again, I'm not sure what kind of state they're going to come back in. I have this pack of like gym bags that I use for the children. I might pack some things into these to separate things out. We've also been asked to send bin bags to put in really wet things, you know, if they've been on a muddy assault course and whatever, and their dirty clothes can go back in there. But I thought for his other stuff, I'm just going to send this wet bag. I used to use these when I did cloth nappies years ago, but they're actually quite handy for, well, transporting dirty laundry, I suppose. So I'm going to pop that in as well. In here, I have got, I actually bought a pack of these torches because the children are all asked to take a torch. So I'm actually going to just send him with 2 of those. I will label those up. I'm sending wet wipes and tissues as well, and snacks. Now, we've been specifically asked not to send sugary sweets, fizzy drinks. So cereal bars, I figured if for some reason he doesn't like the food and he's still hungry or just not eating at the right time, I mean, I'm sure they'll take amazing care of him, but I thought if he's hungry, cereal bars are always a winner. And then the other stuff that we need to take for residential trip is bedding. So he needs a pillow. I need to actually find a pillow. I've got a pillowcase, a fitted sheet, and a sleeping bag. And then the children will also need 2 towels, I guess, one for showering, one for, you know, doing wet, soggy activities, and swimwear. I think wetsuits, things like that are all available. They'll just hire them there. I've put his lunchbox out. Obviously, it's a bit early to actually pack his lunch, but he is going to need a lunch for the first day, the day they're travelling there on the bus. And he will need to take his water bottle, which is currently in his school bag, with him in school. So next job is to start going through some of these things, check that they're actually labelled, and once they're labelled, I guess I can actually start ticking them off the list and packing them away into the bag. So I have decided to use a small packing cube just for pants and socks, just because it's just going to stop them going all over the case. So that is ready to go in. And I've also put a Morgan family label on the back. I have labels for each of the children, but I also have these generic ones that are going to go on things that might be shared, which obviously still got my phone number on it, so it's still identifiable. All of these clothes are now labelled and ready to go in. I have found a pillow and the sheets and things, so all of that is ready to go in. We're making some really good progress. I also found another hoodie. This one he uses for gym, so he's already labelled. That can be folded, ready to go in. We're nearly ready, I think, to move on to toiletries. Right, toiletries time. I originally picked up these little decantable bottles in Primark. These were £1, and definitely for our next trip where we're all going away together, I will take some toiletries in these, especially since I think when we're flying to Disneyland Paris, as it stands at the moment, we're just taking carry-on, which means you've got limited space for liquids. However, I have found these little tiny, which won't be enough for all of us, but will be enough just for William to take for his trip, little tiny shampoos and conditioners that we've had in hotels and things. I mean, we never use these things, so sending them on a residential trip with Will makes kind of sense. He's also got this wash bag that he chose in Primark recently. So toiletries going in there. I've got a toothbrush with a toothbrush cover head thing. Some toothpaste. So I'm not going to need to decant any of that. Those can go over there. Sunscreen wise, I have got a couple of different options to show you. Now, William is 10, so obviously is probably old enough to apply his own sunscreen. I hope the teachers will remind them to do it. So normally I use this one with them. It is 8 hours. It's factor 50 plus. We put it on in the morning and that will last them most of the day while they're in school. Then I've got two kind of easy to apply versions, but all of these are Sultan and I like them all. These are really good for out and about, so I think I'm going to pack him this, hope he puts it on in the morning, and this to take out with him. Now this is a roll-on one, which is really good. It's really easy and it kind of rolls out actual cream. I'm not even sure if you can see that on camera, but it rolls out actual, you know, cream. So that is pretty good. I will probably send that with him. The other option, this is like even less leakable, if you like, because this is a stick. So it's like, how's best to describe it? Like it can't leak because look, it's a stick, it's solid. It's more like, not even as wet as Vaseline, more like a lip balm, but that you put over your whole body. So these are really good for putting in children's bags if they're going to forget to put the lid on. So smaller children, if you're asking them to apply their own sunscreen. But I think for Will, I'm going to send these two. I think he's more than capable of using these. So I'm going to put those in his wash bag. I am going to just pop stickers on all these things as well. I'm just gathering the stuff together before I sticker it. So we got the socks and pants. We've got the toiletries. Let's start ticking things off, shall we? So we've got, on this list here that I've got for you guys to download, I've got all of the items down the side, and then I've got pack to go. So that's for me to tick off. Then I'm going to send this list with William because the school have asked that we send a list with the children for them to check off what needs to go back in the cases. So I send this same list and he can just tick down there when he's packed things back in. So pack to go base layers, done. Trousers, done. 2 hoodies, done. Underwear's done. Socks, done. Trainers, I haven't been to fetch his trainers yet, or wellies, so I need to find those. His waterproof coat, he will wear on the day. So that is just something I will put physically on him. That's downstairs. And waterproof trousers I need to go and find. Need to find a sun hat. Toiletries bag I've got. Toothbrush and toothpaste, done. Shampoo and conditioner, shower gel. Deodorant, he's 10, he doesn't actually need that yet. So I'll just put a little line through that. Wet wipes. Now I have found some wet wipes. Packs of wet wipes and packs of tissues. I will put 2 of those in his toiletry bag. And then the others, I'm going to put in his lunchbox. Not that they'll end up in his lunchbox, but that'll remind me to put them in his backpack on the day. Because in his backpack on the day, I'm just going to put his lunchbox and his drink. And then maybe the sunscreen. So actually, we'll put one sunscreen in here, and that's backpack stuff because that will physically be with him on the bus. And then this bag I would imagine will go like under the bus in the hold bit. So let's see where else we're at. So sun cream, wet wipes done, sun cream done, pajamas done but not folded. Slippers, I believe he has slippers, but I don't know where they are, so I have to ask him for those after school. Towels done. Torch, right, okay, these torches are the ones I ordered from Amazon. I got a multi-pack of them. I figured if he needs a torch, these were in a multi-pack. Oh gosh, these are good. They even come with batteries. Perfect. These were a good price as well. Open this up and check it works. Oh, I'm opening the wrong end, that's why. I can't get into it because it's the wrong end. Stick these in. I think I am going to send 2 of these because if the batteries run out on one or he loses it, as I have a few anyway, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Yay, it works. It works. Right, name label on that, and that can go in too. I'm actually going to start physically putting stuff in this bag now. So it's got some side pouches where I'm going to stash some bits. I'm going to put the torch in there. May add a second one. And these snacks, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put in one of these side pouches there. So we've got, it's a nice big bag, but it does have to fit all of the pillows and everything, towels, things like that in it too. Now I don't know whether to send him with some pens, pencils, that kind of thing. Toiletries I think are done. Are we done for toiletries? Let's see, I've gone off topic with the torch, haven't I? Bin bag, I need to go and get pillow, sleeping bag, fitted sheet. Done, done, done. Water bottle and lunch for the first day. I need to do on the day. I need to sort out some pocket money for him. Right, I'm getting there. Getting there, guys. Getting there. So as you can see, list-wise now, we're doing pretty well. I have found black bag. I've also got this folder, which I'm going to put this list into for him to check off, just so that he can find it. But also, it's quite likely on an outward bound trip, you end up with some sort of certificate or picture they might give him. At least then maybe you can put it in there and it might come home in one piece. Clothes, so I've got joggers, jeans just in case, spare hoodie, that is kind of like an over top thing, and then some undertops, toiletries, pyjamas, socks and pants, 2 towels, swimwear, pillow, sheet, sleeping bag. So I just need to find the footwear needs to be added in, waterproof coat to go on the day and waterproof trousers, a sun hat. We really are getting there, and then the water bottle and the packed lunch obviously will be added on the day. Let's get this stuff in the case and see how we're doing. So this is how I have stacked the bag. I've put everything in kind of vertically like this, so each individual bag can be pulled out and put back. So inside one, I've got trousers and things, and then this one's hoodies. This one is t-shirts. This one is swimwear and pajamas, and then just loose, I've got the fitted sheet, the towels, the wash bags going on top of there. This is for dirty stuff. The bin bags. The bin bags are going for dirty stuff. And then on top of here, I will lay his wellies, which I'm going to put in a carrier bag. Same for the spare pair of shoes that are not on his feet, because out of the 2 pairs of trainers, he'll be wearing one and packing one, and then the wellies will be packed. The waterproof coat he's going to wear. The waterproof trousers need to be slotted in here. They can go in the same bag as his wellies. And the sun hat will either go on his head or be popped into his backpack, which will also contain his lunch and his drink. I still need to find some slippers, and I have put in the bin bags. So snacks are done. The pocket money also, I need to get William to give me his wallet so I can put some pocket money in there. So pocket money, pack lunch for the first day, can't do yet. Water bottle, can't do yet. Torch is done. Slippers need to find. PJs are done. Deodorant, don't need that. Sun woolly hat. Then it's just these items here. So pretty much everything is done. That list is going to go into here. And then I'm going to put the pillow on the very top. I did think about putting it on the bottom, but then I thought, well, he's going to have to pull out the whole thing. Put the pillow on the very top and close that. And I think we're just about going to do it. I'm going to have to sit on this a little bit to get the wellies and the shoes in there. I think it's going to work. I think we're going to have just about enough space. Worst case scenario, he'll have to put perhaps the shoes in his backpack. Let's try closing it and see how we do. Now this bag was not expensive, it was 30 odd pounds, and I figured as a bag for all of the children to use for when they do trips like that, that was a good investment rather than wrecking our nice suitcases. The other thing that's really good about this, because obviously children are not going to be used to carrying heavy bags, it unzips and it's got this pull along, so even though it's a heavier bag than perhaps he'd be able to carry, although it's not too bad in all fairness, then he will be able to drag that along. I have added one of these luggage tags, so although the bag itself I'm going to stick a label on, if I've got this kind of identifiable tag, a teacher or whoever's driving the bus might be able to help him find his bag more easily if he knows it's got a bright orange tag on it. So that's his bag, all of those bits. He's not going till next week. I've just got 1 or 2 bits that I need to add on this list, so I'm going to keep this list with the bag, add those couple of items over the next few days, and then we're done. So let me know in the comments if your child is going on an overnight trip with the school or with a club anytime soon, if your children have been on them before, how they found it, how you found packing for it, how you found saying goodbye to them. William is going next week. They're not allowed to phone home at all during the trip because they find it makes the children a bit teary. So we won't have any communication with him, but the school, I believe, will send photos, so at least we'll be able to see that he's happy, hopefully. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe for more pack with me's and organisation, all that kind of thing. More videos are on screen now. Click one of those and I'll see you guys over there. Bye.